Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio's The Incoherent Ramblings of C&E. Christopher and Eric are your hosts, coming to you live from Greensboro, North Carolina, as we do every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Our intro music is provided from the Podshow PodSafe Music Network. Check it out at music.podshow.com. Also, feel free to email your topics for discussion, suggestions, and comments to incoherentramblings@live.com. This is Christopher.
This is Eric.
This is the Incoherent Ramblings of C&E here in the internationally famous C&E studios in Greensboro, North Carolina. How are you today, Eric?
Fantastic. And yourself?
I'm doing well.
Good.
July the 2nd,
Yes.
2009.
Nearly Independence
Yes.
Day.
Yes.
2 days, T-minus 2 days.
Yes. Yeah, we're there's not as many fans out today.
No, I think a lot of them are on vacation.
It seems to
A
be
lot of people took a half day off today and tomorrow off
Tomorrow.
and making a long weekend of it.
It seems lazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing?
I'm doing something wrong because I'm not doing anything this weekend.
Exactly. I'm on call.
Sorry. You got an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. Megan's going to, my daughter Megan, she's going to Ocean City tomorrow.
Ocean City.
Mm-hmm.
Maryland?
Maryland.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to find them and stalk them.
There you go. You know where to find them now?
Exactly. So there's only going to be about 4 million people there.
Right.
On one beach. Yeah, so it looks like, if I see it correctly, it looks like there's 4 people out there. So
that's like a third of what we usually have.
Yeah, I mean, those are the dedicated ones there.
I think it is the same 3 that we had during the rainstorm.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah. So here we are, 1 week after we continually, we are trendsetters, and we continually break cutting-edge stories.
Yes, we did.
And last week, unfortunately,
it was not good news.
It was not a good news. It was not a good story, but we broke the passing of Michael Jackson. I mean, literally moments after he passed away. And obviously, we got that from a news source, and we're not in Los Angeles. But I mean, we beat some of the major markets to bring it to you first. That's the quality of journalism you get here on our show.
We were channeling Farrah Fawcett. And then, I think we did break the story, actually. Had it from a reliable source.
We did. From beyond.
Actually, no, we were channeling Uncle Ed.
Uncle Ed.
Ed
yes.
McMahon.
Yes, we were.
So.
Excuse me, let me make sure I'm not getting paged about something. Oh, Smith & Wesson. Sweet.
Have you still not gotten those?
No, I haven't. Maybe that's what that email is about. Maybe they finally...
Months ago, Christopher ordered a couple extra magazines for one of his handguns.
Yes. So
don't even think about coming up here and wreaking havoc on these studios.
Do not. Or and PETA, don't come here for Bella.
No. And just so they know, we're swatting flies.
Yeah, we are. I have killed more flies. Seriously, I'm just in the joke. I have killed more flies since I read that article than I have all year. Of course, there's more flies now for the summer and warm and all that, but still, nonetheless. I'm not a fan of PETA. I don't think the people that listen really get that, but I'm not.
Well, we were talking about that on our trip to South Carolina. Was it last Saturday?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
About how that's the name of an organization that's hard not to agree with.
Right. Because, I mean, it does. I mean, as you said, who would say, oh, it's not good? Well, of course you want to defend helpless animals.
Yeah, of course we want to be for people who are all for the ethical treatment of animals.
Right. But and I am, like, I don't consider it unethical to slaughter animals for meat, for food consumption, if it's done within the parameters of which the government has outlaid in the law. I don't have a problem with that, but they consider that unethical. But, I mean,
I am not, for just going around just beating on animals.
No,
because,
in fact, I'm against it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm against that. I saw this this expose of it was at a cow factory, and these cretins. I mean, I can't think of a better word for them. Well, I can. I'm just not going to say it on the air. We're torturing these cows. I mean, now, and they're like sub-intelligent mind. They were trying to say it was okay because they said the cow was getting ready to be slaughtered. But that doesn't matter. They were sitting there. I don't remember the instrument. I don't remember. It seemed like it was a lead pipe. But they were just beating the cow. And they were like breaking its leg so it would fall down, and they were laughing and hee-hawing about it. And I remember I was really upset over it, and I told my dad, it's like I am one of the few people in America that probably thinks they should, be put to death. And here's my reason why. It's called preventive maintenance. That's the reason why. I know, but there's probably only a handful of us out there that are that extreme.
I'm not that extreme.
No, I know you're not. But here's.
Yeah, but I'd be all for breaking their 8 legs.
Right. or letting put them out in the running of the bulls.
There you go.
And not giving them the start. Exactly. But no, and being that I've made such an extravagant statement on the air, I will just let me explain myself real quick. Here's the reason why. In our handgun safety class, it was drilled into our head, we cannot justifiably use deadly force unless we are an imminent and immediate threat of danger,
right?
Of death, of sexual assault,
or serious
bodily harm. And that was drilled into our heads, and that's the law. So we have no choice. We have to respect it. And such as it is. However, I don't agree with that law. I'm not saying you should go around wielding a gun and just blowing people away left and right. But if somebody is in my house, they are armed, they obviously are not up to good because they've broken into my house. I have no idea. They may be strung out on some drug or jonesing for some drug. They may be there to molest and rape my children, my wife. I have no idea what their motive is. I just know they're in my house illegally, and they're armed and dangerous and have the methodology to easily kill me. I think at that point I should be able to protect myself. I shouldn't have to wait until they are over me getting ready to put the axe into my head. And so that's just my personal opinions. A lot of people agree with that, and there are obviously some that don't. However, my whole thing on this, and my mom and I were discussing, with the whole Michael Vick case, I am not comfortable, personally, with someone who has no conscience about, putting a dog's head underwater,
right.
Pulling it up, back underwater, back and forth, electrocuting its genitals, picking it up and repeatedly sampling it on concrete until it's dead. I am not comfortable thinking that person should exist in open civilization. So, because I have zero faith in our prison and our jail system, that's why I think they should be put to death. Now, if someone could say, we will, this person is a sociopath, and they obviously can't function correctly in society, we are going to put them in jail, a monitored situation for life, I'm okay with that. We're not answering your call. Sorry. If you were listening to the show, you would know we were live.
By the way, if you do want to call in, don't call in on that number.
No.
Call in at 646-716-6928.
Yes. Thank you, Eric. So if someone could tell me that, then I would be okay with it. And I know it sounds extreme because we're not answering. Sorry about that, people. Basically, my whole thing is I'm not comfortable with that person being in society. I'm not comfortable with what that person may do to my children, your children, Eric, my friend's children. I'm just not comfortable with that.
Right.
So, I mean...
Plus, I think the punishment for those types of crimes aren't severe enough, in my opinion.
Right.
I'm not sure they should be death.
Right.
But I don't think that they're severe enough, in my opinion. And those people are going to be out of jail relatively soon.
Well, Vic's already out.
Yeah, he's already out. And
right.
What he did was atrocious.
Right.
And, you know, you hear about serial killers and murderers and that kind of stuff. And so many of them start off by brutalizing and doing brutal things to animals.
Right. Wetting the bed and torturing animals.
Mm-hmm.
That's classic first sign. Let me reiterate.
I'm sure all animal abusers aren't
No.
serial killers.
No. But it is, I mean, it's a red flag that we have found out as a society. Let me reiterate this. I'm not saying I think that the punishment should be death either. What I'm saying is because I have no faith in our judicial system and in our prison and jail system, that's why I'm saying, you know, I don't want those people living amongst me and my friends and family and loved ones. I don't. It's not because I feel I'm above them. I just feel that they're a danger to society.
Right.
So I just think we should do something with them to assure that they're not going to be out there doing these kinds of things. Because it scares me. To be honest with you, we're having technical difficulties right now with our Blog Talk Radio interface, but we're still live on the air, so thank you for being with us. Anyhow, but my overall point is it's horrible. And my dad was saying, and you know, this is one thing that really bothers me with PETA and a lot of our friends that lean a little bit farther to the left than us. Because we're pretty left as it is.
Right.
But the people that lean farther to the left than us, I think the biggest problem I have is when they say, you know, they're against capital punishment, period, and they're against even putting people away for long term for crimes because they think they can be rehabilitated. Yet they get so spun up over this animal abuse because they put an animal above a human life. I don't do that. I think I'm for capital punishment for any kind of murder.
Right.
I mean, equal opportunity, capital punishment, whatever.
You know, my thoughts on that.
Well, no, I do, and I mean, I respect where you come from, and I know you respect my opinion on it as well. But I mean, my point on that is it's not like I'm like one of the animal activist extremists, where it's like, oh my God, Michael Vick should be put to death. But then, you know, you got a murderer, and I'm out with a candlelight vigil thinking they should be let off the throat. I'm not like that at all.
Exactly.
You know, that's just not me.
Right.
So that's kind of the point I was coming from there. I just think it's, you know, when I watch this video of these guys like breaking this cow's legs and
that would just make me sick. I haven't seen it. I don't want to.
It was horrible. It was absolutely, and not only were they doing it, they were having a hee-haw. They were laughing, and like one of them almost fell over. He was laughing so hard. I was just like, that person isn't fit to live among us. They just aren't. If you're going to do that to any of God's living creatures, you're just not. I told a friend of mine about this, and they said that's a sociopath, and I think that's what you were coming to.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. Anyhow, sorry.
We got off on a tangent.
I don't like PETA. I really don't. I am for killing flies.
Ben, we are for the pro-ethical treatment of animals.
Yes, exactly.
We're anti-flies.
I don't consider a fly. You weren't here. You weren't here when I brought that story to the air. I sent this email to a person I've only met a couple times, but we have a mutual friend, and a lot of times we discuss things like this via email. And I said, you know, how they wanted to come take and euthanize Bella and basically eradicate that whole breed. And his reply was, they want to eliminate an entire breed of dogs from the planet, yet they want to protect the noble fly. And I was like, yeah, when you word it that way, it pretty much shows the intelligence level of these people that we're dealing with. I mean, I'm not trying, that's not me taking a slam and being mean. I think most people would agree that they aren't intelligent. Right. Because that's not hard to figure out. Yeah. Amazing. Anyhow, why don't we just make a complete about face and maybe have a good story? We have some. Now, last week we had some really good feel-good stories, I think.
Yes, we did.
We really did. this week I have some that are nice, but they aren't like really feel good. I think you have one. Would you like to start us off with it?
Sure. So this one comes from Vancouver,
Okay.
British Columbia.
A.
Take off A. This one comes from the Great White North.
America's hat.
Yes. June 25th. An 84-year-old man escaped with only minor injuries after he spent 4 days trapped in a well shaft on his remote property on Canada's Pacific coast.
Mm.
A search dog located Bob Bennett on Wednesday after a friend of the elderly man
You broke it.
Bennett became concerned that he had not heard from him in several days. Bennett, who lived alone on a former mine site at Benson Lake, British Columbia, had entered the 8-foot deep well shaft while searching for a water source and got trapped. Mr. Bennett is 84 years old. Mr. Bennett, at 84 years old, shows age means nothing when you have the will to survive. So, anyway, elderly man survives 4 days trapped in well.
Now, we just not taking anything away from him. I think both really prefer the old woman stories.
Yes.
Especially when they're cranky and they're taking frying pans to
yeah.
mischievous teenagers.
Yeah.
But that's a good story.
Yeah.
It is. It goes to show you how strong willpower can be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hear stories. I have one specifically. My paternal grandmother was eaten up with cancer. She had a double mastectomy, but I mean her whole body was ravaged with cancer. And her second youngest son was out of town, and she was expected to die any second, and she kept holding on. And literally, when Uncle Roger got there, and basically she died in his arms. Right. He got there, he held her, he said, "Mama, I love you." She said, "Roger, I love you." And within minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, she was dead. And a lot of people would just write that off as coincidence. But, I mean, obviously, if you're sitting there on death's door and the doctor's like, "Yeah, should have been dead for 3 days now," and you hold on and then you die immediately after the person you were waiting for, I think that's willpower.
Yes,
just hanging on until you get that satisfaction you were looking for. So I say good for this 84-year-old man, showing a lot of people I think would have given up before him.
Perhaps.
Here's a gentleman. He's not 84. He is 78. Baker City, Oregon. Getting close to Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Fulton doesn't even remember losing his wallet in the first place.
Mm. How would you say it was?
78.
Bad.
Hey, Bernice and Joy, tell everyone which power wheelchair got you to the Grand Canyon.
I'm around. Now I'm free to see the world.
And maybe now that he has his wallet, he can afford to hover around.
Do you know that Hover Round is the only maker of the actual round mobility scooter?
Wow. You're always full of little tidbits. I just like saying the word tidbit.
Yeah.
So it's actually round?
It's actually round.
That's why they call it hover round.
Uh-huh.
Oh, now, what would be really cool is if they crossbred a hover round and a hovercraft. Oh, would that not be cool?
That would be very cool.
Then
you truly would be free.
You would be right.
Yeah, little lakes and creeks wouldn't be in your way. You can go anywhere.
I mean, the ocean? Whatever. I mean, really, you would be free to see. We need to pitch that to them, our unofficial mobility experts.
They're taming down their commercials. A little disappointing.
It really is. I mean, why stop at the Grand Canyon? Why not go over it?
Right.
I mean, if you're truly free to see the world.
Magic carpet ride.
Yeah. Steppenwolf.
There you go.
Our Iberian superhero right here in
North Carolina.
Exactly. This is a leather wallet, cowboy design, unblemished. It looked brand new when he found it.
Huh.
brought back some memories from 1946 when he apparently dropped the wallet behind the balcony bleachers in the Baker Middle School gym. He had a Social Security card, a bicycle license that had the address where he lived.
A bicycle license?
He was impressed.
You know your hand signals, I guess. You get that one, don't you? Right turn.
Right turn. Well, it was because he delivered papers, and it was like just a form of ID for him. Basically, is what it was. He was at a basketball game, a high school basketball game that played at the middle school gym. There's been this, there's been that, some refurbishing, and it's never been found. His own children, and even grandchildren, have gone to this exact same school, and no doubt been within a few feet of their father and grandfather's wallet. Nobody ever found it. Here he is, 78 years old. Someone shows up and was like, "Here's your wallet." So he's basically, he's retired. He goes hiking with his black lab, Smokey, in the mountains. And I thought that was kind of a neat story because, someone could have found that and been like, whatever. Because it's not, he didn't live at the same address. They could have just tossed it in the trash and been like, this is from, 46 years ago. But,
right.
Or ever how many years. 1946, a lot longer than that. But, they took, and the guy was moved. He thought it was like a trip down memory lane.
So was it found behind the?
Yeah, it was behind the bleachers.
It took that long
for someone to actually find it. Yeah. It must have been like a lot of dust bunnies back there. Very dirty.
Very dirty.
I think actually it should have been clean before. They just bested when they happened to come across it. So, so I thought that was a kind of a neat story.
Yeah.
And it's only one of two stories that I have were kind of good, and then they kind of go downhill from there.
Well, before we go on to your next good one, have you ever heard of a hobby called letterboxing?
Letterboxing. I've heard that term, but I'll be honest with you, I have no clue what it is.
I was talking to my sister yesterday, and apparently they've gotten into it a little bit. And there's apparently a little letterboxing website you can go to. I've not done it yet. And apparently there's a group of people or individuals or, nationwide, worldwide, I don't know, that have gotten into this hobby where they hide like Tupperware type boxes, Rubbermaid waterproof boxes, somewhere in their city, and they'll put like a notebook in it and their particular stamp that they chosen for themselves to go in that box. And you go to this website and they give you clues to where that box location is. And then you go out and you might, like my sister recently went to Cedar Creek in Ohio, which is, just like a little lake around Kettering or Dayton that a lot of people go to, and they had clues to where it was, and she and her two boys went and found it, hiking on some trail. They signed their name to it, and they stamp it with their stamp, and then they stamp their notebook with a stamp from the person's box. So that's proof that they've been there. And you can do that in different places. The kids think of it like a treasure hunt type thing.
Sounds to me like it's much like geocaching.
Yes.
Without the GPS.
Yes.
Oh, very interesting.
That's what it reminded me of as well.
We actually have a listener of the show that actually did quite a bit of geocaching.
Oh, yeah?
Several years ago. I thought it was kind of interesting. It never gripped me enough to actually do it. But I think that's kind of a neat thing, especially if you have kids.
I think Megan would enjoy it because, like you said, it's kind of like a treasure hunt.
Right. Well, and this guy did it with his kid.
Right.
It was kind of a bonding thing, and he was at the age where it was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my sisters took her boys to, there's a big cemetery in Dayton called Woodland Cemetery, and my sister, my mom, and my two nephews went there, and there was two separate ones hidden there, and they went and did those, and they went and found my grandparents' sites and visited them while they were there, which is kind of neat. And they're coming down next week, and they'll be here, and they're going to do the same thing, see what they can find here.
Maybe we play a little rook.
There you go.
A 500. Are they going to be here more than 8 hours?
Yes, they're going to be here, I think, I don't know, like a week.
Good.
A week.
Good.
Like 5 days or so.
You know why they put that cemetery you mentioned? Do you know why they have a fence around it?
Because people are dying to
People.
You're familiar with that cemetery.
Just because you referenced it, I thought I'd just stick with it.
You know how many people in there are dead? All of them.
Let's stop before we whip out the
Oh, yes.
So did you hear it? Never mind.
You would too if your name was... I'm sorry.
Did you hear the joke about the deaf guy? Neither did he. I swear to you, I've never been told that before. I've never read it anywhere. I came up with it about, out of the goodness of my heart, I came up with it about 20 years ago. I just thought it was hilarious. Okay.
Joke inventor.
That's me.
Add to your resume.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I just realized I was on my phone here or something. I was actually looking up that name to make sure I was telling you right. It was called letterboxing.
Uh-huh.
And I saw some breaking news about Bubbles.
Bubbles?
You know who Bubbles is?
A dolphin or a whale? Or
Michael Jackson's chimpanzee.
The chimp. Oh, the chimp. Oh.
We have a story. We could have had a story about a chimpanzee for today, and I didn't get
breaking news.
Breaking news.
I think he went crazy. I saw it point up on my RSS feed. It says that Bubbles went crazy, and like a text.
Oh yeah, PETA's going crazy over this.
They are. They are, and I think we have some audio. It's live.
Live audio. Oh no, not Bubbles.
That's the problem when you listen to live audio. You never know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen.
You don't.
I hope that was a warning shot.
I just went in and killed the audio right then and there. We don't have video to go. I hope that was just a warning shot.
We might be having a viewing of Bubbles.
We might be.
At the Staples Center.
Exactly. Bubbles the chimp. I think he's maybe stricken with grief, and because he's a wild animal, he doesn't know how to.
If I hadn't heard 2 shots, I might have thought suicide.
Right.
But
yes, it was that. We don't know. We didn't have video of that. That was just a live audio feed of a listener out in California.
He's getting crazy, hopped up on Xanax or something.
He may have taken the whole bottle. He might have said, "This is for my people," talking about Travis, and just went ape. Who knows? Anyhow, well, there you go, Bubbles. Here's a story. It's a short little story. A guy from Santa Cruz, California, been working 3 jobs to support his family. These are hard times.
Yes.
He was a limousine driver. As one of his jobs, and he picked up some hours here and there at a local restaurant. And during the day, he operates a candy making machine for a Santa Cruz nutritionals company.
Don't even go together, do they?
Nutrition
and candy.
Candy, you know, it really doesn't. He has a 4-year-old daughter, and he turned in his winning ticket Tuesday night for the jackpot of $39 million. He should get his first check for $16 million in 4 to 6 weeks. He says his first moves will be taking his wife on a trip to Hawaii and hiring a financial advisor.
So he's doing it right.
Yeah, he does.
That's what you should do.
He's been playing the lottery twice a week for several years. So, he's being
diligent.
Diligent. He's also being responsible.
Yeah.
Not going crazy, just twice a week. So, good for him. Good for you.
If you win the lottery, you should go to Hawaii
and
hire a financial advisor.
You should go in that order. You should go to Hawaii first.
Yes.
Because if you die, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
On the way there.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, because then when you get back, then you need a financial advisor. But go take a trip to enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Take some, quit your 3 jobs.
Take a break.
Get a nanny for your 4-year-old daughter, because you don't want to take her to Hawaii. No offense.
You might.
No, I wouldn't.
Take the nanny with you.
Hey.
Hey.
It might take you a while to find the right nanny. Anyhow, there you go. Good for Clyde personally.
Yes.
That's an awesome story.
And that's it. That's all the good stories.
In the world of good news, it's hard to find stuff that I consider good. Some of it's.
I got one about a thief getting caught.
That could
be good news.
It is. It's in Germany.
Germany. A thief in Germany was arrested on his birthday after he tried to sell a garden mower online to the man he had stolen it from, police said. The owner went to inspect the goods and recognized the mower as his own. And a spokesman for the police in the southern town of Tübingen, then he left and told the police. Officers confronted the 46-year-old birthday suspect, who confessed to stealing the mower from a shed in February. He later put it for sale on the internet auction site on eBay.
Right.
So,
and he got caught on his birthday.
Got caught on his birthday.
And did you say this was in the town of
well, this story came from Berlin, but the policeman spokesperson was from the town of Tübingen. Tübingen. Tübingen.
There's not enough parking in that. I like the ones who are.
Tübingen. That's probably what it is. Tübingen.
Well, it was so. I mean, this guy, he got caught, and that's a good thing.
Yes. It's a fine happy birthday, isn't it?
It is. I mean, but he should have got caught. He shouldn't steal people's lawnmowers and then try to sell it back to them. I mean, come on. Well, you know, it was his birthday, but also we have also a celebrity birthday.
Oh yeah.
This person is actually just down the road.
Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Another king.
Oh, Richard Petty.
Yes.
Yes. We have met his son.
We have worked for his son.
Yes, we have.
Actually, and I've met Richard on multiple occasions. Richard, his father, Lee Petty, and Lee.
We were neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
you were neighbors?
Yeah. Richard.
You were neighbors.
I was
that's
I
right.
was not a mile from his house.
That's right. You were.
I was practically his neighbor.
My mother, and her parents lived next door to Mr. and Mrs. Lee Petty. That would be Richard's mother and father.
Oh.
When she was a child growing up, so they were literally neighbors.
But it is Lindsay Lohan's birthday.
It is Lindsay Lohan.
Also, Ashley Tisdale.
Tisdale, yeah.
You know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how do you know?
But just I'm like that. That Zach and Cody, whatever. Yeah, because I saw.
Wasn't she also in that? I don't know.
Lord, I don't know.
High School Musical movie.
She was in.
High School Musical.
High School Musical. Yeah. Well, you know, I've seen all those.
I know. Yeah, you're a big fan.
Yeah.
Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco. Yes. Yeah.
My sister emailed me night before last, and she and her husband and nephews were at the Reds game.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a personal hero of mine, Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah. First African American
yes.
Justice.
He's no longer with us.
No.
But
if he was, he'd be
it would be 101. Yes. So yeah, there's a lot of people of fame.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with Richard Petty since he is a local celebrity.
But he's not German.
But the biggest sport in Germany is football. Number two, and a close number two, is NASCAR.
Yes.
It really is. So today, Richard Petty.
And he is the king of NASCAR.
He is the king. So, I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was not popular at all in Germany. He would still be the king of it.
There you go.
You don't take away someone's throne just because they're not popular.
No.
So to Richard Petty, Lindsay Lohan, Ashley Tisdale, and Michelle Branch.
Mm-hmm. And to the owner,
and
to the thief
of
the lawnmower.
Because we're trying to reach out to people and try to steer them in the right direction.
Yeah.
It was his birthday.
Yeah.
So to them, but to the German thief, we say happy birthday.
Sing es leise, sing es laut. Du hast Geburtstag, oh ja, schaut. Sing es kurz und auch mal lang. Und alle singen welch ein Klang. Happy, happy birthday, welch schöner Tag. Happy, happy birthday, oh wie ich dich mag.
There we go. Happy birthday. That is by request. We are not quite sure why, but that is requested on a regular basis here on our show. So there we have it. happy birthday. As we have a little lull here, I'm just going to, it's not really a story. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
But I think it's cool. If anybody's going to be in Chicago,
cool.
they should definitely check it out. I definitely am going to.
If you're going to be in Chicago, the Sears Tower, they're all about extravagance. They're the biggest, the tallest, the this, the that.
I think of all the big cities, Chicago would be the coolest to visit.
I've been there.
Or to live at, I should say.
It was windy.
It was windy. It's a windy city.
But I mean, it was. I mean, I could understand. Like I was just there a day and a half. It was very windy.
Yeah, a cool place to go for St. Patrick's Day.
As opposed to maybe Ireland.
Yeah. A little closer.
Okay. I can see that.
Home of the Barney Stone. Oh, no, that is Ireland. They dye the rivers green, and they have the big parades, and they got all the Irish pubs. And
oh, okay.
It seems like it'd be a fun place to go for
cool.
St. Patrick's Day. And now there's something else to do. Tell us.
Yes. Sears Tower unveils 103rd floor glass balconies. These balconies jut out 4 feet, and they are glass. Glass floor, glass walls, glass ceiling, glass, and nothing but glass. They are 1,353 feet in the air, suspended, like we said. They're really more like boxes rather than balconies, and completely constructed of glass. You have an unobstructed view of Chicago from the building's west side and a heart-stopping vista of the street and Chicago River below, for those brave enough to look straight down. The glass can hold 5 tons.
Wow. So I could go out there.
5 tons, that would be 10,000 pounds.
Wow.
They are 1.5 inches thick. And they said the inspiration for the balconies came from the hundreds of forehead prints visitors left behind on the skydeck windows every week. Now the staff will have a new glass service to clean floors. So, yeah, if you're in Chicago and you're brave enough.
I have a dare for you.
Well, okay.
Go up to the Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Go up to the Sears 103rd floor.
Mm-hmm.
Go out on the glass balcony.
Mm-hmm.
And jump up and down 3 times.
3 times. Can I have my eyes closed?
You can.
I would have to have my eyes closed before I ever got to the window, because even if my eyes were closed and I had already seen it, I would be disoriented that high in the air.
Wearing tap shoes.
And holding a jackhammer while it's on. Oh my God. We are sober. In case you were wondering, we actually are sober. Yeah, that would if you're going to be there, if you're in Chicago and you're listening to the show, or if you're going to visit there, take a picture and email it to us.
Absolutely.
That would
weigh less than 5 tons.
Yes. Oh, what?
We're all about safety.
We are.
That's very cool.
I think it's very cool. It's a small picture. It doesn't really show us here.
Right.
I
want to see the view looking down.
No, I saw it. This is a link. If I could have clicked back on it.
No, this is a follow up from a story we had a while back. I think it opens this weekend. The Statue of Liberty. Aren't they opening the Crown this weekend?
I believe so.
I think they were opening it July 4th. And it's going to be open for, I guess, forever after that. Then they're going to let people up, 35 people at a time. So I'm sure long lines, and it'd be hard to get into.
Right. Yeah.
If you can stand the climb. But you can take the stairs all the way to the top of.
For the first time since 9/11, you'll be able to climb the stairs to the top of the Crown.
Am I right that it was opening this weekend, or is it already been open?
It is. It's crowded. It's hot. You have to climb hundreds of steps to get there, and throngs of people can't wait to visit. Unfortunately, many will. Tickets sold out for the July 4th pre-opening shortly after. They already sold out shortly after the 9/11 when it was shut down. 354 steps. 146 of them up a narrow spiral staircase. So yeah, opens up this weekend. Sure enough.
That's a pretty good memory.
It is, and I'm impressed, Eric.
Thank you.
That's quite impressive. You have a story to share with us?
Yeah, I got something else. If you're in Taiwan,
I'm kind of, just to let you know, I'm really hungry. I'm looking forward after the show to going out. We have a post show celebration.
Yes, we do
every week,
and it's got an email from a listener. Well, actually, he doesn't listen. Wanting to join us.
A friend. A friend who obviously listens. Oh no, that's right. He doesn't listen. Because if he did, he would have known not to. He could have actually called into the show.
Right.
Yet he calls my home, my cell, your cell. Oh, I wonder why they're not available. Anyhow, I'm hungry.
I am too.
I'm very hungry.
And the last two stories have been about landmarks, things to see.
Yes.
Places to go.
Mm-hmm.
This next one is about a restaurant in Taiwan.
Well, that's perfect. That's very fitting.
If we were in Taiwan right now, we'd want to eat here tonight.
Exactly. I'm hungry, and it's fitting that your next story is about...
Well, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you eat sitting on the toilet?
I am not going to say I have never had food in my mouth chewing while on the toilet, because I'm pretty sure that would not be the truth, but I don't make it a habit of eating on the toilet. No.
Well, in Taiwan, they do.
Oh, wow. Wait a second. I thought this was going to be a pilling story.
A toilet-themed restaurant where you can... Toilet-themed restaurant. You know, like there's rock and roll themed ones.
Right.
There's, there's ones where you're sitting on beds. There's all kinds of different novelty restaurants. Well, this one's called... This is a toilet-themed restaurant. Well, they've got toilets and then tables, and you sit in a toilet and you eat. Eat whatever they bring you. And they've got different things on their menu, one of which is a dessert called bloody poop. Strawberry sundae.
Oh.
And other disgustingly named foods. But it's not a joke. It really exists.
And are you permitted to have your pants down and actually use the toilet?
Well, that's how I usually eat when I'm on the toilet. But I don't know if that's
or
allowed.
Or is this just a gimmick?
I think it's a gimmick. But
you're going to sit on the toilet.
It seems like a waste of a toilet to me.
Right. What if you had to go?
What if you want to make room for more food?
Right. Well, I'm thinking, does this restaurant even need restrooms?
That is a question.
I would say no, because it's one big restroom right there. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious. We may have to do some research on that. Get some of our Taiwanese listeners maybe to go there and give us a report. The
creator of the restaurant used to be a street vendor, and he sold ice cream in special plastic toilet cup holders, which he designed.
An inventor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A creator.
He decided to take it a step further and actually have a toilet restaurant. They use ceramic bowls, dishes, to serve their meals in that are shaped like toilets and stuff like that, toilet bowls and whatnot.
I'm not sure I would order it. I'm not really big on strawberry sundaes, but I would have to order if it were called bloody poop.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, but it's humorous at the same time.
I'll have some bloody poop, please.
So you're not making this up. This is an actual restaurant in Taiwan.
Yes.
It's a toilet-themed restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, that's kind of where this show often ends up, is the toilet.
Food is either served in a flat bowl that resembles a male urinal,
or
larger main meals are served in a toilet bowl. Noodles or rice are served in bathtub-shaped bowls.
Okay.
Some of the most popular meals are curry noodles or rice because of their resemblance of,
Oh, my goodness. So
chocolate ice cream is also popular for some reason.
This is a strange restaurant. It is. Well, I was hungry. Thank you. I have a story that I found to be quite amusing. It's a short little story. It's not something... It's not cream of corn. Oh, that's horrible. Speaking of corn, here's something you don't really see that often. Tennessee couple accused of assault using Cheetos. Verbal altercation escalates to involve the orange puppy snacks. This comes from Shelbyville, Tennessee. Authorities say a Tennessee couple got into a fight using Cheetos. The Bedford County's Sheriff's Department say a 40-year-old man and a 44-year-old woman became involved in a verbal altercation. Somehow the orange puffy snacks were used in the assault. Deputies say they were charged with domestic assault. No one was hurt.
Yeah, be careful with those Cheetos.
Yes, they both posted bond of $2,500. I thought that was kind of funny. They threw in there nobody was hurt because they've already told us there was a verbal altercation, and then the assault was with Cheetos. Puffed
Cheetos.
Puffed
It's not even
snack.
the hard round, not even the hard ones. The hard ones, I could see where they could be like spear-like.
Yes.
Maybe put out an eye or something.
Right.
But the puffy ones?
Puffy ones. Yeah, no one was hurt.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Yeah, it's not. And I thought it was an amusing story, but it also reminded me of my maternal grandmother, who I was very, very close to.
Chester?
No.
No.
Not Chester. The Cheetos.
Oh.
She absolutely, that was her favorite snack. She grew up during the Depression, so there wasn't.
I didn't know they were around that long.
Yeah. No, well, this was her latter part of her years. She grew up during the Depression, and so it wasn't like they didn't get to experience extravagant things like snacks. It was like oatmeal, cabbage, things that could stretch. She was one of many people, many children, siblings. But when she got older, I believe in her mid to late 80s, I had some Cheetos, and she was like, "What's that?" And I told her it was Cheetos, not the hard ones, the cheesy puffs. The cheesy puffs. And she got one and she ate it and she was like, "Huh." That was her reaction. A couple of days later, she told my mother, she said, "Next time you go to the grocery store for me, I want you to get some of them orange things." And my mom's like, "What are you talking about?" And I told her, and ever since then, but a bag would last her like 3 months or 4 months.
Obviously, she really didn't love it.
Yeah, well, but no, but as a product of growing the Depression, she had to stretch everything out.
Right.
Every time I see a bag of cheesy puffs, I don't think of Cartman. I think of my grandmother. So there we go. Assault. I mean, come on. How do you have assault with Cheetos? I'm really not seeing that.
No.
So I just thought it was an interesting, cute little story. No one really got hurt. So you have something for us here? Maybe
I guess one about a police officer.
Okay.
It's a strange little story about a police officer. 72-year-old woman who refused to sign her speeding ticket got out of her truck and dared a deputy to shock her with a taser.
Yes.
So he did.
Wow.
A video released by a Travis County Constable's office shows Catherine hitting the ground and moaning while the shocks jolted through her body after the confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
She was stopped for driving 60 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone just outside of Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Dashboard camera on the deputy's car shows the 4'11" woman refusing to sign her speeding ticket, getting out of her white pickup truck, and cursing at the deputy.
Yeah, being very vulgar.
Very vulgar. Then pushes her way from the traffic. He said, "If you don't step back, you're going to get tased." She says, "Go ahead and tase me. I dare you."
Mm-hmm.
The
And then
video,
she pushes him.
mm-hmm. It shows her hitting the ground, moaning in pain. He says, "Put your hands behind your back or you get tased again," and then hits her again with another jolt.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. His boss basically said he didn't agree with the actions of his deputy constable as they were shown in the video, but the woman was eventually charged with resisting arrest, a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and fines up to $4,000.
I actually have seen the entire 7-minute some odd second video, and I have to say that I actually take the officer's side. I've heard a lot of smart mouth people say, "Well, what a man versus a 4'11", great grandmother or whatever."
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, I think that his chief is just trying to save face there, because I heard his chief in the interview and he said that the deputy actually followed the letter of the law. I mean, he was fully within his rights to do it, and it really was the best option available to him at the time, because she was resisting arrest. she was and see, the funny thing is, when this story first came out, she broke it.
Right.
And she said, I was being cooperative, I wasn't being combative, I wasn't cursing. And then the video comes out, and she said her dropping the F-bomb and, shoving him and being vulgar and refusing to sign a ticket and all that. Then all of a sudden she changed her tune.
Right.
I was being that way after she saw that there was proof. Now, it's a sensitive subject. I heard it on a show that copies us quite often. Two guys named Chris here in Greensboro, North Carolina. A good show. We enjoy it. A little vulgar at times, but they are quite entertaining and funny, and I do enjoy them. But they were talking about this, and this is why I had to go watch the audio, the video. The audio almost had me in tears. They were playing 3 tasers. You know the Don't Tase Me, Bro.
Yeah, Don't Tase Me, Bro.
They played that one. They played 3 that they had, and they were voting to see which one they liked the best. There was the Don't Tase Me, Bro at the John Kerry event.
Goat Boy, when you got tased in the nads?
No, it was another person in the news.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this lady won hands down because it was Eric Estrada. Eric Estrada got tased in the nads.
Oh.
Yes. High voltage right to the scrotum.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
No, it just, I don't know. Apparently his Chips royalties have ended, and he was doing something for a paycheck. I don't know. And nonetheless, and I'm not trying to be mean. A lot of people would find this offensive, but it was so funny. She was like, ah! It was so. But she's like, go ahead, tase me, I dare you. So he's like, and actually, Chris Kelly actually brought up a very good point. They were on a busy highway. They were just off the side of the road. There were several times where she literally came within inches of the road with like semis blowing by. And when she shoved him, and he said, ma'am, I need for you to stay over here. And she's like, blank you, I'm going to my truck. You can't do anything about it. And she shoved him and pushed by him. She went between him and the road. And she came with, literally, she was on the road inches from the cars that were flying by. And, Chris Kelly pointed out, if he had not done what he did, she may have gone out into the road and got, struck and killed.
Right.
So, really, he handled the situation correctly.
What if by shocking her, she ran out into the road?
Well, have you ever been tased?
Never been tased.
You drop. That's not an option.
It's not an option.
There are a very few people who can actually, and they've done tests on this, who can actually be tased or be maced straight to the face and keep going. And they're usually lunatics that are hopped up on, meth. Yeah, exactly. It would be superhuman feat to do that. Usually when you're tased by 50,000, 100,000 volts, you're going down.
Especially if you're, 72? Or...
Yeah, exactly. And probably intoxicated. We don't know that she was drunk, but we think she probably was. Well, here's a heartwarming story. No, it's not really. Westbury, New York. Nassau County Police say a congregant at Long Island Church disregarded at least one of its commandments, thou shalt not steal. Police said the 46-year-old woman reached over a pew and took cash from a purse while its owner knelt Sunday at Our Lady of Hope Holy Roman Catholic Church. Police said an usher saw the theft, and officers stopped the woman as she left the church. They said that they determined the same woman stole cash from another worshiper's purse while that victim took communion May 10th. The woman has been released on an appearance ticket after being arrested on petty larceny charges. She faces up to a year in jail if convicted. A telephone message to the church was not returned, and the woman's phone rang unanswered. We don't have her name. It's not that far along, but that's pretty cold.
That is pretty cold.
Here's a worshiper in a place where they're supposed to be kind of like a haven.
Yeah.
And kneeling down to pray, and this person sneaks behind her and stealing stuff out of her pocketbook. That's I think we have to give her a special award.
Absolutely. I
think that she deserves our Sheep Award. That's what we say to her. So, There you go. Do you have anything else? You don't know if you're going to go there, do you?
I don't.
Well, if you don't go there, I mean, I have some entertaining audio, but...
Oh, yeah, sure, the audio then.
Well, it's just the Titanic reprise.
Oh, well, then there you go. We got to have that.
I mean, here's Shirley Q. Licker, a friend of the show, giving a review, a movie review, usually left up to Eric, on the movie Titanic.
I saw the movie last night. I should have reviewed it.
You should have. Well, here you go. Shirley Q. Licker on Titanic.
How you doing? This is Shirley Q. Licker. I wish those children had never rented that damn Titanic movie. That just hurt my heart every time I hear it. I go choke up. You know, it's just terrible the way that damn picture ended. Far out there in the water, it was a big boat swimming out there from one side to the other. I guess this happened about 60, 70, 80, 90 years ago, Lord. Oh, see, I'm emotional. And then Leonardo da Vinci and that big hip girl, they met on there and they fell in love. And she squeezed his hand and they made love in the back of a pickup truck or something on that boat. I never saw that. It was kind of promiscuous. And she said, near, honey, or far, wherever you is, she said, I will never be apart. And then she let him go and he just went down there in the water and drowned. I said, well, that was ignorant. And that man from The Young and the Restless was chasing on to her. And what else was on that picture? Oh, they hit that iceberg and then the ship turned bottom side upwards and sank. It just hurt my heart. It was a terrible picture. Oh, Lord. I can't stand to look at no picture make you cry. And I feel like that was jerking me. She said, near, far, wherever you is, I won't forget your ass, but I sure enough let you go. Sat up there, froze solid. That's a shame. I keep looking at that picture, hoping it'll end different, but it never do. I just find that that's terrible. A damn shame. Oh, where my Kleenexes at?
There we go. Miss Shirley Q. Licker, friend of the show, with her review of the Titanic.
I think she said it was terrible.
Terrible. It's a terrible shame.
Terrible shame.
TRBL, terrible. Have you ever seen him do that? What's his name? Frank Caliendo? When he's doing Charles Barkley? He'll be like, that's terrible. TRBL. It's like, my car stereo's got two settings, terrible and bass. Terrible. Oh, so there you go. Titanic's been out a long time, but hey, it was this #1 movie all time, moneymaker ever. Yeah, it made untold trillions of dollars. You know.
Yeah, I guess they did get some money from it.
Oh, I'm sure it did. Oh, well, I mean, you own all of Celine Dion's albums.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I mean, right there, well, you helped contribute to the
I hope it had a different name.
Yeah. But it never do.
But it never do.
I have never seen it from beginning to end.
Really?
I have never seen it.
I sit down and it just grabs my attention every time.
It does.
I just can't get enough of it.
A big hip girl.
It's kind of promiscuous.
So there you go. We have truly incoherently rambled today.
Yes, we truly have.
The show has been completely.
I can't remember. I saw Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Pelham, did you like it?
I did.
It was just yes or no.
Yeah.
You liked it.
I did like it.
You did like it. You would recommend it.
I am going to review it next week, maybe.
No, maybe you're the show's a movie aficionado.
All right, we're teasing you. We're officially teasing you with a preview of Pelham 1, 2, 3 for next week.
As the executive producer, I'm going to task you with it. So we will have that next week, folks. Pelham 1, 2, 3 with the great Denzel Washington and John Travolta.
Yes.
So there you
John
go.
Travolta's son died during the filming of that movie.
Oh, he did? Oh, that's very sad.
Very sad.
So here you go. We'll see you guys next week.
This has been Blog Talk Radio's the Incoherent Ramblings of CNE. Christopher and Eric are your hosts, and we would like to thank you for listening to our show today. Don't forget to tune in for next week's show live from Greensboro, North Carolina, as we are every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time.